Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. Remdesivir, the life-saving drug critical in COVID-19 treatment, is the most sought-after medicine in India today. You look at Twitter feed and you will find n number of people seeking Remdesivir for COVID-positive patients. In many states, the governments have flagged the shortage of Remdesivir while people are struggling to arrange the vials. Amid such an acute shortage in the state of Maharashtra, the life-saving drug has led to a full-blown political battle between the ruling Mahavikas Aghadi and the opposition BJP. In this video, we will try to present a fair picture of the entire controversy. But before that, if you are watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. And if you are watching this video on Facebook, then please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. Well, this is not the first time that the people of the state are witnessing a BJP versus MVA political battle. Even in the pandemic, which has hit the state and its economy the hardest, the political slugfest between the ruling party and the BJP continues. On Sunday, the state witnessed another one of it, this time over the crucial drug Remdesivir and its procurement. We all know that MVA claims Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray called PM Modi thrice to discuss the shortage of Remdesivir and oxygen supply in the state. However, he was told that PM Modi is in Bengal. While this controversy was still afresh, leader of opposition Devendra Fadnavis in Maharashtra was accused of hoarding over 50,000 vials of Remdesivir through Brook Pharma, which has manufacturing unit in Daman. However, as the controversy unfolded, it was exposed the ruling MVA government also was inept at communication and how there was a gap in the communication within different departments of the government, which in turn has raised questions over the MVA government as well. Let us simplify the entire issue and talk about the timeline of the events first. On Saturday night, the Mumbai police picked up a director of Brook Pharma company for questioning about a huge quantity of the drug being stored in Mumbai's Vile Parle location. In a late-night drama on Saturday, opposition leader Devendra Fadnavis then rushed to the Bandra Kurla complex police office, apparently to rescue the officials of Brook Pharma. As per the TOI report, a few days ago, it was approached by BJP MLC from Maharashtra, Prasad Lad, who had sought to buy the injections for COVID patients in Maharashtra. Now, Fadnavis claimed that the pharma company had obtained all the permissions and was providing the injections to Maharashtra. Outside the police station, he told reporters that the officer on special duty of one minister called the official of Brook Pharma and asked how can he provide Remdesivir on the appeal of opposition parties, and in the evening, suddenly 10 policemen picked him up. So the BJP leaders visited the police station and asked the zonal DCP what was his offence. Let us hear what Fadnavis said first.
आप सभी लोग जानते हैं कि 4 दिन पहले हमारे विधान परिषद के विपक्षी नेता प्रवीण दरेकर और विधायक प्रसाद लाड ये दमन में गए थे। ब्रुक फार्मा में जाके उन्होंने वहां पर उनको निवेदन किया कि आपका प्रोडक्शन आप महाराष्ट्र को दीजिए। उन्होंने कहा कि प्रोडक्शन कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हमको एक्सपोर्ट का लाइसेंस है, जब तक हमको परमिशन नहीं मिलती तब तक हम ये माल नहीं दे सकते। तो मैंने स्वयं फिर केंद्र सरकार में आदरणीय मनसुख भाई मांडविया जी से बात की। मनसुख भाई मांडविया जी ने उनका टाइप रेड्डी से कर दिया ताकि उनके लाइसेंस पर ये प्रोडक्शन कर पाए। उसके बाद उनके पास जो कुछ प्रोडक्शन था, हमने उनको कहा कि आप तुरंत महाराष्ट्र के लिए हमको उसको दीजिए। उन्होंने कहा उसकी सारी परमिशन लेनी पड़ती है। हमने यहाँ की एफडीए की परमिशन उसमें ली, हमारे पास वो परमिशन की कॉपी है। वहाँ की एफडीए से हमने बात की, उनको हमने कहा कि भाई स्वयं हमको मंत्री जी ने उसकी परमिशन दी, कल उनकी परमिशन हमको उन्होंने कहा कि हम दे रहे हैं। और ये सारा जो कुछ माल अभी ज्यादा नहीं था, जो कुछ माल मिल सकता था वो महाराष्ट्र में लाने वाले थे। आज दोपहर में हमारे जो एफडीए के मिनिस्टर साहब हैं, उनके पीए ने ओएसडी, उन्होंने उनको फोन करके एक प्रकार से धमकी दी कि ऐसे कैसे आप इनको माल दे रहे हो और हमको माल आपने देना चाहिए, इनको कैसे दे रहे हो। और उसके बाद प्रवीण दरेकर जी ने भी उनसे बात की, हमने उसको रिकॉर्ड कर लिया है। तो उसके बाद रात को 9 बजे 10 लोग उनके घर जाते हैं, उसको उठा के लाते हैं यहाँ पर। और जब हमने यहाँ पर आकर पूछा तो अब डीसीपी हमको ये कह रहे हैं कि भाई हमने तो केवल हमको कुछ इंटेलिजेंस मिला था कि कुछ एक्सपोर्टर्स के पास 60,000 वायल्स है और इसलिए हमने उसकी जानकारी लेने के लिए। मैंने बोला स्पेसिफिक आपके पास इनके पास कितना ऐसा कुछ आया है या इनके एक्सपोर्टर के पास है कोई आपके पास? बोले नहीं। फिर उन्होंने कहा कि हमने उनको लेटर भी दिखाया कि एफडीए ने इनको परमिशन दिया तो उनका ये लेटर हमको कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं हुआ था। इस प्रकार से वो जो कि उनको कहना था उन्होंने कहा। लेकिन ये जो सारी राजनीति चल रही है ये बहुत गलत राजनीति है। हम महाराष्ट्र के लिए प्रयास कर रहे हैं। उल्टा मनसुख भाई मांडविया जी ने इनको ब्रुक फार्मा को बताया कि आपका प्रोडक्शन फुल स्केल पे जाएगा तो आप मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्शन ये महाराष्ट्र को दीजिए। इतना उनके कहने के बाद और उन्होंने हामी भरने के बाद अगर इस प्रकार से उनको प्रताड़ित किया जाता होगा तो मुझे लगता है कि ये तो बहुत गलत बात है। और इसलिए आखिर मैं यहाँ पर आया। अभी उन्होंने उनको छोड़ दिया। उन्होंने कहा हमने इनको अरेस्ट किया ही नहीं था, हमने तो सिर्फ पूछताछ के लिए बुलाया था। ठीक है, जो भी होगा, लेकिन ये परिस्थिति जिस प्रकार से हुई है गलत है।
सर उसे केंद्र सरकार रोक रही है, प्रोवाइड नहीं करा रही है,
नवाब
राजनीति
मलिक
कर रहे हैं।
देखिए, नवाब मलिक और कुछ मंत्री, इनको लोगों से कोई लेन देन नहीं है। लोग जीते हैं या मरते हैं, इनको केवल कोरी राजनीति करना है, इनको नरेटिव सेट करना है। इनको लोगों से कोई लेन देन नहीं है, नरेटिव से लेन देन है। मनसुख भाई मांडविया ने तुरंत ट्वीट करके उसका जवाब भी दिया। उनको मांगा, वो कुछ नहीं दे पाए। उन्होंने एक पत्र जो ट्वीट किया वैसे के वैसा सेम डुप्लीकेट पत्र महाराष्ट्र ने इशू किया है, वो भी हमने ट्वीट किया हुआ है। कोई अंतर नहीं है। जैसा प्रश्न गुजरात के एफडीए ने निकाला वैसे महाराष्ट्र के हर स्टेट के एफडीए ने निकाला। तो झूठ बोलो और अपने ऊपर की जिम्मेदारियां दूसरे के कंधे पर डालो। अभी समय यह है, केंद्र सरकार मदद कर रही है, राज्य सरकार केंद्र सरकार ने मिलकर लोगों को मदद कर रही है, पर इनको उससे लेन देन, इनको राजनीति करनी है।
Well, you heard what former Chief Minister of Maharashtra Devendra Fadnavis said. On the other hand, party leader Prasad Lad said that the BJP was procuring 50,000 doses of Remdesivir at 950 rupees a piece from Brook Pharma Private Limited at a total cost of 4.75 crore rupees. Reportedly, Praveen Darekar, leader of opposition in the Legislative Council, knew the company executive well and started the initial negotiations. The BJP says it was meant to give it to the state government. It would have been like a charitable contribution from them to the people of Maharashtra. However, with the entire drama unfolding, BJP accused the state government and said that it would rather let people die due to a drug shortage than accept any help from the BJP. It also accused the state government of vendetta, wherein they were arresting a pharma company executive who was providing the state with life-saving drug only because it was arranged by the BJP. Now let us come to the third point. Now you would remember a few days ago a controversy erupted in Gujarat when the party's state chief announced and distributed 5,000 Remdesivir vials in Surat. We also did a story on that. Please go check out. He had claimed that he arranged it with Zydus company. On Fadnavis's claim, Shiv Sena said that Fadnavis showed up at the police station and said that BJP ordered those vials from Daman and Gujarat. It further claimed that the BJP bought the stock to distribute just like the BJP Gujarat state chief had done. Now, Shiv Sena spokesperson said, how did a private individual like Fadnavis procure Remdesivir stock from Gujarat when sale is allowed only to the government? This is an important question asked by the Shiv Sena. Now let us come to the fourth point. Soon after the news of large quantity of Remdesivir procured by the BJP surfaced, other opposition parties also attacked the Saffron Party leaders. Aam Aadmi Party's Preeti Sharma Menon called Fadnavis's move downright illegal and said that a political party could not do charity as it was not registered with the Charity Commissioner but with the Election Commission. She asked the Election Commission to take cognizance of the matter. NCP State President and Cabinet Minister Jayant Patil tweeted that the real question is, can any BJP leader without any information to state government, local authorities, police procure lakhs of life-saving drugs? And he also tagged Prime Minister of India's office. He also said that it is a new law. Now, State Congress President Nana Patole reacted on the entire controversy. He said that has the centre given permission to Devendra Fadnavis and BJP to run a black market of Remdesivir? There should be action against Fadnavis, Darekar and Prasad Lad for creating obstacles in the police action. Now let us come to the fifth point. While till now it looks like the BJP in Maharashtra tried to do something similar to its Gujarat counterpart, let us assume with all good intention, there was a twist in the tale however. The BJP's move of arranging Remdesivir was not without the knowledge of MVA's sitting cabinet minister. As per the reports, Praveen Darekar, the leader of opposition in the Legislative Council, along with an executive of Brook Pharma, had actually met FDA Minister Shingne at his official residence in Mumbai 3 days ago. He also informed the government that this company had stock of remdesivir since it could not be exported anymore and needs an FDA approval to be able to sell it in the domestic market in Maharashtra. A print article also confirms this, quoting Rajendra Shingne. Now, Shingne, who himself is an NCP leader and a sitting cabinet minister, said the 2 or 3 distributors of remdesivir had, along with Darekar, met him 2 to 3 days ago. They submitted a formal proposal accordingly, and Shingne immediately held a meeting with relevant officials and got the chief minister's signature for them to be able to sell their stock in Maharashtra. That's where the role of the FDA ended. So now let's sum up the whole controversy. Mumbai police gets input about large quantity of remdesivir. It questions the executive. Opposition leaders come to the rescue saying that they procured the large quantity of injections from the pharma company. Now ruling party then accuses them of subverting the process, not letting the information flow through the state government. However, it is later revealed and confirmed by the sitting minister in the state government that he indeed knew about it and permission was in fact sought from him. He gave the permission and even got the chief minister's signature for them. In the whole process, other alliance partners of the ruling government, other departments in the state government are completely unaware of the Shingne-Darekar communication. The police are in the dark too. The police say they acted in good faith based on the inputs amid shortage of remdesivir in the state. So amid the pandemic, the political class, and in this case all of them, including the BJP, Shiva Sena, NCP and Congress, play petty politics over remdesivir while people are literally dying and struggling to find treatment. Now let's come to the part where we have to ask important questions over the entire fiasco. First, how was a private party allowed to procure remdesivir, the essential drug, when only state government can procure it? Second, if the minister knew this, how did he give permission to the BJP leaders? Third, why was there a communication gap between the MVA government? Why did not the chief minister, the home minister and even the police department did not know about BJP procuring the injections? Fourth, were proper channels, proper procedures followed while allowing BJP to procure the injections? It is important we know these answers. Meanwhile, another incident has sparked controversy. Police in Gujarat's Valsad district had on April 15th arrested a technical director of medicine company Brook Pharma and his associate for allegedly selling injections of the antiviral remdesivir in the black market. And this is what the Hindustan Times has reported on Monday. In a briefing on the arrest last week, Superintendent of Police at Valsad's Vapi town, Rajdeep Singh Jhala, said that one of those held identified himself as Manish Singh, a technical director of Brook Pharma, while his associate Varun Kundra owned a furniture shop. Jhala said that the police had received a tip-off about the two selling remdesivir injection at a higher price than market rate. While the MVA leaders continue to target Fadnavis over the controversy, they must not forget that this time they also have to introspect how did such an important information was not in the communication channel and blew up on their face as well. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, if you like the journalism that we do, please go to our YouTube channel. We have launched a membership drive for all of our viewers. If you want to support us, if you like our journalism, then please click on the join button. You will get to know about the membership levels that we offer, and the perks and benefits under each level of membership will be explained to you in the video that is following.